It's time to talk about something that has gripped the nation. It's had everything. It's had drama. It's had a high-end court case. It's my missus is a fan of true crime, as most women are for some reason. And recently she got picked for jury duty, but never made it to jury duty, if that makes sense. I have never been selected. I operate off the grid. The government is not aware of my movements. And obviously, as a fan of true crime, she's like, oh, I hope I get something juicy. I hope it's like a murder and like a family's involved and there's like 50 people dead and then like the guy ate somebody and like somebody was found inside his bum and it was like a human finger and the finger belonged to somebody who died like years ago and it's all connected and it lasts forever and it's pure amazing. And that's what people want. I imagine if you're going to go to jury duty, you want something like the OJ case or fucking Crazy Legs. What's his name? Fucking, I need a shit. Who's that? Fucking hell. What's happening with my mind today that I cannot think of? Bruce Willis films or famous disabled murderers. What's the guy's name? He's South African. Crazy Legs, Blade Runner, Oscar Pistorius. That's the cases you want. Because then you're on the jury for fucking months, if not years. You imagine being a juror on the O.J. Simpson trial. Oh my God. That'd have been fucking brilliant. Imagine being stuck in a shitty job and you say to your boss, Gaffer, I've got jury duty. Oh, fuck, right, okay. And then you go to the case and they're like, you're going to be here for years. You're like, jackpot. Anyway, never got it, right? But if you were going to get a case, I imagine this is one of the cases that you would want. And it's news that is affected as well. Every single person in this country will have an opinion on this. And I imagine there'll be people who are on, other sides of the wall. And it's never has a news story rocked the country to its core as much as this. And it is, of course, Aldi versus Marks, or indeed Cuthbert versus Colin. Now, I'm going to say this straight off the bat. I have sampled a Colin caterpillar in the past. Of course we have. We all have. Hockey, we all have. I do not think I've sampled a Cuthbert. I also don't think I've sampled a Cecil, which I believe is Sainsbury's one. I do believe I've sampled a Clyde, which is Asda's caterpillar. And I have not sampled a Waitrose one. And can I just say, the lazy fucking bastards at Waitrose, the high-end, hipster, snooty, middle-class cunts, they don't even give their caterpillar a name. They just call it a caterpillar cake. You fucking pathetic, soulless bastards. Give them a fucking name. So it's Cuthbert versus Colin. Marks and Sparks, the rat bastards that they are, or as Aldi referred to them, marks and snitches. Is suing the fuckers, suing Aldi. And it's all got a little bit out of hand. I thought it was a laugh at first, but it appears it's serious. I still cannot understand why Marks and Spencer appear to not be going after any other supermarkets, considering that every single one of them has their own version of a caterpillar cake. Now they're only going after Aldi. Now, could it be that Aldi has recently been named the cheapest and best supermarket in the UK? Could that be the reason? Could it be that Marks and Spencer's business model is going down the pan quicker than a £3 Vindaloo? Could that be the case? Could it be that Manchester United, we're going to talk about it in a minute, Marks and Spencer's business stakeholders are at their wits' end because the non-food side is failing and the food side now also appears to be failing? And it's also the fact that Aldi, believe it or not, whether you want to accept this as fact, because I know it's fact, because I have spoken to people who work for Aldi. Marks and Spencer's, they have a number of suppliers that in the past were suppliers only for Marks and Spencer's. I believe there was a court case a few years ago in which their meat production side wanted to involve other suppliers because the demand from Marks and Spencer's wasn't high enough to sustain their business model. So now, if you buy a steak from Marks and Spencer's, if you buy sausages from Marks and Spencer's, that is the exact same meat supplier in Scotland that supplies Aldi. So a steak, a rump steak, a fillet steak, a sirloin steak, dare I say it, a cowboy steak, that you buy in Marks and Spencer's is the exact same steak that you buy in Aldi. The exact same. It's for the same cow, it's for the same farmer. The same farmer dragged that terrified animal into the slaughterhouse, cut its throat and chopped it up. The exact same. For a drastically different price. And could it be the case that, I understand as well, there are fruit and veg suppliers that are shared by Marks and Spencer's and Aldi. So could it be that Marks and Spencer's feels completely undermined by Aldi because they're able to take the same products and sell it for a far less price, and more people now are shopping there? The Marks and Spencer's went, right, you bastards, see that Cuthbert? He's fucked. We're taking him to court. Now, the other side of that coin is, there are people who are doing the whole bang the drum, oh, poor me, fucking woe with me, poverty's terrible. I saw someone on the BBC, of course the fucking BBC, being interviewed saying, well, maybe that Marks and Spencer's need to just take a grip because what Aldi has done is they have given us a cake that normal people can afford to have for their children's parties. Get a fucking grip, you arse bandit, because the cake out of Marks and Spencer's is £7, right? And it's a £5 out of Aldi, okay? It's £2. So if there's a big difference of fucking £2 for a kid's birthday party, have a fucking word with yourself. Maybe don't buy a 20 deck this week or fucking 24 cans and buy the way a decent cake. So let's not go down that road. But do you know what? See, we're on it. Let's also address the fact this. See a Colin the Caterpillar cake? It is fucking shite. There, I said it. It's a shite cake made for ball bags and it tastes like arse. Alright? It's dry. It's effectively a big Swiss roll with chocolate on top of it. That's it. You'd be better buying the fucking 13 pence Tesco value Swiss roll, the wee shitty one that comes in a packet, and then spicing it up a bit. You'd be better doing that. A Colin the Caterpillar cake is dry as fuck. Not even half a litre of double cream's doing anything for it. It is horrendous. Does it take away from the fact that Wayne's want it? I'm not going to deny I'd love a slice of it right now. But can we all just agree, wherever you get it from, whatever it's called, Colin, Cuthbert, Cecil, Clyde, fucking, Jimmy the Wonder Horse, whatever it's called, it is a shite, dry Swiss roll. I said it, and I stand by it. Right, this article is from our good friends at the Metro, James Hockaday, a name who is familiar to us. Aldi's taking a twist in the story. You can't actually buy Cuthbert anymore in the shops. I don't know if it was a limited edition run or if they've removed it from production. There's obviously talks now of bringing it back. Aldi's new move is they want to bring it back and use the profits from its sales to be given to charity. And they have, again, through the power of social media, they have, apparently, they've tweeted Marks and Spencer's, because that's how we seem to do things now in the business sphere. We put it out on Twitter instead of having an actual written contract like the good old days. Aldi said, can Colin and Cuthbert be besties? We're bringing back a limited edition Cuthbert and we want to donate profits to cancer charities. Now, what Aldi has done here, I don't know the legal ramifications of this. I don't know if Aldi are in soapy water because they've got a fucking Cuthbert the Caterpillar cake. I don't know. The problem maybe comes from not the name. It's the fact that other supermarkets have made a very slight attempt to make the cake different in some way. Instead of having 8 buttons on top, maybe they've got 10. Or maybe they've got sprinkles. Or maybe it's got different colour feet. They have tried in some way to alter the fact that they've just copied somebody else's cake. Okay, at least they've tried. Not Aldi, not at all. They have just got the exact same fucking cake. It's the same number of ridges, it's the same coloured face, it's the same fucking cake. They don't care, right? So, maybe Even though fighting over cakes is a joke, maybe there is some legal ramifications there. So, what they've done in a dramatic PR stunt, instead of trying to go through the legal process, which I imagine they will have to do anyway, they've flung a curveball in there and they've said, listen, let's be pals and let's give money to charity. And not only charity, cancer charities, because nobody can say no to a cancer charity. What's Marks and Spencer's going to turn into? Absolutely bloody not. We will see you in court, because then it's just spun as, well, Marks and Spencer's don't give a fuck about folk with cancer. So is this a shrewd move by Aldi? Have they managed to avoid a costly legal process in order to sell some cakes for cancer? Aldi has made a bold move. The article starts of reintroducing its controversial Cuthbert and Caterpillar cake. Do you know what was controversial? The fucking bedroom tax. That was controversial. Right? America's immigration policy. Controversial. The way in which the Windrush generation were treated in this country. Controversial. Do you know what's no controversial? Bringing back a fucking Caterpillar cake. According to British media, controversial. Bringing back the Caterpillar cake despite an ongoing legal battle with Marks and Spencer's. The budget supermarket says it's taking a... and also, can we just... I know I'm interrupting myself here. I'm heckling myself. Can we step away from this idea that Aldi and Lidl are budget? Because, you know, I don't know if you've noticed, it's slowly starting to... There used to be a time not that long ago, yes, before COVID, when life was wonderful and gay, you could go into Aldi with a fucking £5 note and you could stock your shelves and your fridge for about 3.5 months. Now, you know, hey, I'll tell you this, Aldi and Lidl, they're about the same price as Asda. Right? And we all know Asda is of the supermarket giants, of which you have Tesco, Sainsbury's and Asda. Those are your three big boys, right? Everyone knows Tesco is the scum shop. Tesco is the bottom rung on the ladder. That's the scum, right? I'm not saying you're a scumbag if you shop at Asda. Did I say Tesco? It's Asda. I'm not saying you're a scumbag if you shop at Asda. I'm not saying that you are in some way a scumbag because you shop at Asda. All I'm saying is, when you're in Asda doing your shopping, you will be surrounded by scumbags. It's as simple as that. Sainsbury's and Tesco probably sit neck and neck. It's a different branch. People who shop in Sainsbury's are probably Marks and Spencer's and Waitrose shoppers that have suffered a setback financially and have to take the one rung down. And Tesco just welcomes everybody in, you know. But Aldi and Lidl, they're creeping up, man. They're creeping up. I wouldn't refer them as budget anymore. Also, budget's used in a derogatory way. It's not used budget as in, like, you know, it's good for you guys, or it's used as if, like, you know, you're shopping a little, you should be ashamed. It wasn't that long ago people were embarrassed if you said you shopped at Lidl or Aldi. Look at us now, a fucking court case for a Caterpillar cake. Budget supermarket says it is taking a stand against Caterpillar cruelty and is bringing back a limited edition of the sweet treat for a good cause. Not only will profits go to its charity partner Teenage Cancer Trust, they will also be shared with Macmillan Cancer Support, a partner of Marks and Spencer's. Marks and Spencer's has logged an intellectual property claim with the High Court, claiming Cuthbert looks far too similar to Colin the Caterpillar cake. It does. Now, whether you think this is stupid or no, it's the same fucking cake. It looks too similar. It does, they look similar. It's the same fucking cake. And I wouldn't be surprised if it comes from the same factory, it's just put in a different box. That's the end of the line. One goes one way into a Marks and Sparks box, and one goes another way into a fucking Aldi box. That's it. I imagine if it comes off the production line, pristine, impact, perfect, that's the most beautiful Caterpillar I've ever seen. Marks and Spencer's. If it comes off the line looking a little bit retarded, maybe one eye's wonky, one foot's bigger than the other, like a fucking raggy doll, boom, Aldi. I imagine that's how you do it. It claimed Aldi has been allowed to ride on the coattails of its reputation and wants its rival to take its product off the shelf. Cuthbert has been available for sale since February, but as the eyes of the nation were fixed on his plight, Aldi felt empowered to bring him back. Cuthbert hasn't been available for sale since February, but Aldi felt it's important to bring it back. Making the announcement on Twitter, Aldi said, as I've just read out, Marks Spencer's can Colin and Cuthbert besties bring her back, blah, 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 blah. The German-owned chain is calling on the supermarkets to raise money for charity, right? Blah, 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 blah. Over the weekend, Aldi thanked Cuthbert's counterparts from Tesco, Asda, Waitrose, Morrison and Sainsbury's for their support. Hold on. Right, I'll go back to that. A spokesperson for the chain said, Cuthbert has lots of Caterpillar friends at other supermarkets, including Curly, don't know where he is, Clyde, as Asda, Cecil, I think, is Sainsbury's, and Morrison's has Wiggles. So Morrison's, at least they're the only one that have gone off track. What the fuck are the guys at Morrison smoking? Right, we've got a Caterpillar cake because we want to just be like all the other supermarkets. So what are we going to call it? Well, what are the other ones called? Cuthbert, Cecil, Clyde, Colin. How about Wiggles? I think we should stick with a C. No, this makes us completely different. Wiggles the Caterpillar. Oh, good luck for you, Morrison Wiggles. He's also played by the rules and is grateful for the support he's received from Aldi customers. Supermarket went on a spree of sassy response to it. We've all seen these comments. Marks and Spencer's first created the Caterpillar cake in 1990 and has gone on to sell more than 15 million. Bloody hell. Colin's appearances have remained substantially unchanged since 2004, except for some adaptations for Christmas and Halloween. The range has also been expanded to include an extra large version, a mini version, not now, and Colin's girlfriend, Connie the Caterpillar. What about a non-binary Caterpillar? M&S spokesperson said, because we know the M&S brand is special to our customers, they expect only the very best from us. Love and care goes into every M&S product. So we want to protect Colin, Connie, and our reputation for fairness, quality, innovation. Get fucked. So, apparently Marks and Spencer's replied to Aldi's tweet again, as it seems to be the new thing in the world of business, about the charity, and they've said, hey Aldi, we love a charity idea. Colin's been a big fundraiser for years. Dig, dig. We just want you to use your own character. How about Kevin the Carrot Cake? That idea's on us, and we promise we won't do Keith. I mean, Keith the Carrot Cake just sounds shite anyway, Marks and Spencer's. This is the thing. Marks and Spencer's is, you know, they're uppity, they're middle class, they're fucking, you know, they're old-fashioned barber jackets and polo. That's Marks and Spencer's. Even if the reality of a Marks and Spencer shopper is a third-rate coke dealer that drives a shite Audi, that's what the actual Marks and Spencer's customer is. But in their hearts, they believe they are like fucking Ralph Lauren, and they think they're one below Fortin and Mason. That's what Marks and Spencer's think. But they're no. They're footballers' wives, Botox, fake tits, shit Audis. That's Marks and Spencer's. So if you're going to try and play the kind of cool kids, the youngsters at their same game by hitting out with shit tweets, go high or go low. The response from Marks and Spencer's to Aldi saying, why don't we do a cake and why can't they be friends and let's raise money for charity, their response should have been go high as in speak to our lawyers, or go low as in get fucked, you Nazi bastards. That's the or say nothing. Say nothing. Don't hit out with, why don't you do like a Kevin the Carrot Cake and we promise not to do a Keith? Fuck off, Marks and Spencer's. Keith the Carrot Cake. Is that the best your PR company can do? Because I imagine there's probably 14 sitting around a fucking massive table for days trying to cut with that response. Right, guys, Aldi's been aback and they've attacked us. This time they're saying they want to raise money for cancer. What should we respond? How about we say, why don't you make a Kevin the Carrot Cake and we won't make Keith? I fucking love it. Right, get it tweeted. Arseholes. What do we do now? Don't know. Go and buy a Cuthbert, go and buy a Colin. Buy what you want. Do you know what we do? Here's what you do, right? Here's what you do. I've solved it. Fuck the lot of them. Take your money, go to a local independent baker and say to them, I was going to buy a Cuthbert the Caterpillar cake for my child's birthday, but instead I have come in here with this £5 and I would like to buy a cake of the same size from you, a small independent patisserie. And do you know what they'll do? They'll fucking laugh you at the shop, because good luck buying a cake out there for £5. Fuck off.